We'll be going into the first game. We are on the first round. We have all the players picked up. We are looking at first Eddie and Beater or Jeef.
Sure.
Patrick and Jeef.
I'm on Lee and Beater, so.
Okay. Sounds good. Whenever you share. I also need a share, to be fair.
Oh right, you crashed. Right.
I switched. I did crash, but also switched the This both your warband and your teammates join combat. That's crazy.
They show that in Spectator, huh?
Yeah, they do. Just in case you didn't know, guys.
So Lee actually took the apples with his 1 cost reduction spell.
So looking for a turn 3 power spike then, if that's what's going on. Probably levels here. Wrecking can do a lot of other things. Jeef also took the apples, by the way. So a lot of apple enjoyers. People just want to be super strong turn 1. There is demons into picky eaters, a particular option that is possible.
Wow.
So.
Beater he literally opened a double picky eater shop. Or sorry, a triple picky eater shop as brand.
It's not that good. You buy 2 and then you roll it down.
He bought 2 and now he is frozen.
He's frozen the 3rd one. Okay. So do you play 1 and then buy the triple, or do you just risk your biscuit?
I mean, you're probably not getting the brand on it either way. I think what happens is Lee passes the apples.
Oh. Wait, this is a little
get
awkward. Oopsie. That was
He's
not what I
one
was
away.
trying to do.
Yeah, I could see it actually. Yeah, we have 2 lobbies left. This is the very beginning of the second lobby, or of the second round, I should say. So we're 3 turns into the first game of round 2. I'd say no real surprises in terms of who made it to the second round.
I'm surprised already you made it, actually.
It's just getting carried by JJ.
Absolutely. So they are holding the picky triple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually
passing it to, yeah, which is a little bit unique.
It's interesting. I wonder if he's gonna pass the Bran as well.
Do you think they do that?
Oh wait, he didn't pass it. That was a graphical glitch.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, they did what I thought they were gonna do. They're doing the apples play with Bran.
Now they're cooking.
Yeah. And then they hold the other picky eater for next
Yeah. This is really strong. Very nice sequence of play to take a little bit of damage, but then to get a mega strong right after.
Yeah, and when you have 31 armor, you can definitely make that play.
You're basically patchwork.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take a little.
Like the fact that he dodged nerfs on armor again is insane.
Once again, right? There's a quillboard bias. There's definitely a brand bias, right, and a Reno bias in the game. So, what can you do? But I mean, that's probably what like stat-driven gameplay will or changes will do. Where brand is hard to pilot, so is Reno. So they have low win rates compared to how strong they actually are.
It's like old Gallilegs, right? Where
mm-hmm.
and in the right hands, Galax is the most busted hero, but in 99% of players' hands, he's just really bad.
Right now, in 100%, he's really bad.
I
The
think some people who like the Tavern 2 Elemental strat would probably disagree,
Yeah,
but
that's true. That's true. Right. Okay. There's hope now. There's hope now. So we're watching Daryl, someone taking Daryl and winning their fights as you would hope they
weird.
were.
That's our first peek at the Zesty Shaker on Tavern 2, by the way.
Mm. So we do have Fast Eddie just buying spells. So he is playing Guff. So Guff has the ability of after you buy 20 tiers worth of cards, you get a triple reward. So spending 1 gold, oh wow, it's a pretty decent hit. Spending 1 gold to get a tier 3 spell is actually pretty valuable because it does pump your passive quite high. So he could go for the taunt. Is just gonna go probably for the health on the
Yeah, the help of the
narrator.
narrator would
Yeah,
definitely be, I think, the most
appreciated.
desirable line
Yeah.
here.
So.
So he's 6 away, which means he's probably not getting it next turn unless he chooses to stay down for a 4-drop.
That's a little bit unnecessary because it doesn't change your numbers
Yeah.
here. Yeah. He'd have to do some like sell the scout and pass the scout, whatever comes out of the scout, but he's not committing to that plan. I think it's actually reasonable to do that because you'll get a minion back if everything works out for yourself. So, and you'd rather have demons than whatever the scout's gonna give you, and the scout is tier 1. So, I probably would have considered that line at least. So.
Notice how Jeef had the opportunity to pass the Puddle Prancer twice and decided not to pass it at all.
It's classic Jeef. I don't even know what that means.
That is a woohoo. Okay, I talked about this off stream with you. How I thought we would probably see this after reading the patch notes. This is a Tavern 2 Daryl who is staying down with Nagazin. Now that Zesty Shaker is a Tavern 2 card, he has a Golden Zesty double Thaumaturgist, however you pronounce that card, as well as Crooner. So, yeah. I thought we might actually see the strategy.
Yes, you could switch them, and we can take a look at how well it goes. Right now, we're kind of taking a look at Fast Eddie and Jeef. So if you want to switch, you perfectly can.
I can go over to Jake here.
Yeah. So their board isn't super strong here. They just have a couple. They're looking at the portal, trying to maybe portal Implicator, get some more demons, or just get some money because there's a lot of money on both of their ships. So they did get their triple on the 4. They did get the Archum on there, so that is pretty reasonable for the Wrath Weaver. They don't really have something super premium though. Is their one issue? They just have a couple of like decent cards, but nothing to be super happy with. So they're gonna pass that, and then Jeef's gonna level. Gonna play that. Play your spells. Gonna sell. Get some.
Okay.
And then.
So it looks like Jake is not actually staying on 2 and doing a Tavern 2 pump strat. It looks like he's using this strong opener to just power level. So
you were wrong, is what I'm hearing. You were absolutely wrong. You know.
I was wrong. I was very, very wrong.
It's fine. That's 50 lashings, my friend.
Already you had quite the undead opener, though.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be a lobby, man. I mean, we kind of already knew that, but this is going to be a lobby.
It is, in fact, going to be a lobby of some quality. Who would have guessed? Yeah, pretty powerful setup for RU there. Kind of soloing the both boards, in essence. And his teammates playing Galliwix.
Yeah,
right?
his teammates Galley.
Yeah, so that's already just a problem. Like a living galley is already, you start sweating. And they're at 31, the perfect HP amount to be, so I would be worried if you're against that particular combo. Especially because you had a really nice tempo, right, with the
It's a lot of stats on turn 6.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're taking 14 damage with.
To take 14 with, yeah.
In solo queue, you're probably dealing 15. In tournament, you were taking 15.
It's interesting, right? Because do you think they should have stayed on 2? Because they would probably they'd probably hit a triple, right? If they got to roll like.
Yeah, it's tough to say, like, because this was just something I theorized whenever we looked at the patch notes, right? I haven't seen it at all in practice. So.
No one has.
Right.
Right. So.
That's the point of playing on a brand new patch.
Yeah.
I think this strategy is probably stronger on 2, kind of like how the Fireballer.
It's and you're playing Daryl, so buying random stuff is
Right.
like gonna actually pump you too. So. I could legit see it. There's another one.
Yeah, another Sustain.
Another one.
Could technically get it if he wants it, but I think he'll probably not.
Just hold. Yeah. He's not even gonna lock it.
Yeah, it's tough to find a spot, right? Like, without tripling the Thermologist, like, you're kind of bored.
But how do you get 5 Cesties if you skip the 4th one?
True.
Answer that question. Answer that riddle.
It's sort of a weird spot. It's like he kind of wants to stay down and then use a triple or the Elise into a 6 to try to hit the 6-drop Naga that actually gives you some permanent scaling stats.
The answer is eyes, by the way. If you wanna.
But eyes is on 5.
If you wanna solve the equation, I know, but it's still doable.
Not sure who wins this fight.
I think it's the one that has a lot of minions on his board.
Yep. So it looks like Jeef and Eddie are dropping down to 16 here pretty early.
Yeah, we can take a look at where they are. 16 is the health you do want to be, though, if you had to pick.
Yeah, 16 is a lot better than 15 for sure.
So
I think that's probably the most important breakpoint in duos for sure. Is the breakpoint between 15 and 16. So it looks like J. Carrick is getting a triple into a 6 here.
There's a jumper pair, but didn't want it. Okay.
He does. Well, he doesn't really miss. He gets a deadly striker for his teammate.
Yeah, so pretty rough spot, honestly, for the first game for Fast Eddie and Jeef. They don't really have clear direction. Oh, they found a golden light fang. How did they get that?
I have no idea.
Oh, it must have been it must have been the makeup minion in the shop golden. Yeah, and it hits light fang. Okay. Might actually help them stabilize. It's a really big hit though, for probably the best one. There's a Thrasher, there's a Blade Collector. Those are pretty nice pickups to pick up as well, if they want to go for it.
He has another Light Fang in his shop.
Hits a Seer. Yeah, there's another Light Fang. This is a pretty good shop to lock. Eats the whole shop though.
Oh, he just eats it all. Okay.
Wow. Not at least a cleave. Honestly, at least a cleave to me felt like something.
I get it though.
Yeah,
right?
it's higher tempo, and you're at 16, so. Maybe you just don't have the window, and Light Fang isn't necessarily going to win you the lobby anyways. So
no, it will not.
No, it might not. It might. Yeah, it might. Yeah. While a minion has stealth, it cannot taunt. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that? That's the kind of riveting advice they give you out here.
Thanks, Hearthstone.
Thanks.
So once again, J. Carrick with his massive Naga board is going to lose his fight.
His individual fight?
Yeah.
Wow. That is playing into tournaments lobby. You don't think you're gonna lose these, but you do.
Oof, that's gonna be a lot of damage. That might be under cap.
Almost surely that's 15, right? So they do find armor if they want it. The other line would be cupcakes. Just because they're a little bit bigger, but it's not the best. But they are gonna go for the little bit of scaling with the cupcakes.
Yeah, I think at 16 the armor most of the time isn't relevant.
It's it can be. I mean it have to be double armor, right? So you go to 21, you take 10 or something,
Right.
and then you can
Use
get
armor
another
again.
armor again. Yeah. So I don't think it's a negligible.
It's a 2-turn play, whereas
Yeah.
you can just add 40/40 to a minion and just don't drop them
40
again.
40 is optimistic, right? His minions are like 3/7s, 5/5s, so it's like 15/15.
For now.
He does have brand.
He also has double Big Brother, right? So he can buff the
Right, he
combo.
does. That's true.
Reasonable
That
amount.
is a good point though. Another spell into a spell. Oh, you can change his hero power. Does Graveyard Shift do anything?
Well, he does. I mean, he does have Archimon, so
Yeah,
technically it's free.
it's technically, yeah. And then he can just eat the shop. That's
Yeah,
pretty decent, honestly.
a lot of stats.
Yeah. A little bit of
By the
scaling
way,
for them.
we see the galley, who is in a very good position now, under cap at 9 HP.
Right, RDU and Super JJ. They got hit by the donkey.
Yeah, they got 7 into 15.
Mm. We'll see if they can recover. They stay alive or no. So it looks pretty. This is a pretty close one actually for the brand versus the Rat King. The demons do look a little bit bigger though than what the brand can contribute. So a little bit of a loss there. We'll see if the teammate can clean up. A golden abomination will do some work, especially with into Onyxia.
The Gallywix has a golden spacefarer and a brand, by the way, if they survive.
They do have to survive though.
They do have to survive. They're in a pretty good spot to survive, it looks like. Unless
Okay.
the teammate just has no board at all. Because he's going to clean up pretty much the entire board.
Okay.
Yeah, they're definitely going to survive. And they're going to put Jay Kirik and Heretic down to 3 HP.
So now they're the ones in trouble.
We have 2 people that are under cap right now.
And it looks like Fast Eddie and Jeef were able to get big enough to deal 15 to Lee and Beater. So it's getting a lot closer, right? Everyone's under 30, which is not sometimes always what you see, right? Usually there's like one team that's like running away with it. But here it looks like everyone's kind of fairly close, figuring out their lines, figuring out their directions. Finds another brand pair. No band triple though.
What do you think is the strongest 1 or 2 comps right now? Pre-patch? Well, pre-patch it was
Cold Wars.
and
Maybe elementals if you could do the combo.
Jay Kirik does hit a groundbreaker, but no gold left for the turn. Eesh.
Just pass it to his teammate. Keko. Yeah, this is a rough one.
We also see a Titus and a Catacomb Crasher on his teammate.
Shouldn't you put the catacomb first? Okay, they're taunting both. Okay, that's fair. I could see that. I can see it.
But they're at 3 HP.
They just have to win. They just have to win.
I know, it's
So.
like...
Fast Eddie, though, is pretty powerful, is the one issue.
I mean, really his big minion just needs to avoid the poison, right? That's what it comes down to. It's not looking great for that.
I mean, there's 4 poisons, so... Well,
yeah, Stranjo poison.
Yeah.
I needed to go to one of the left ones to
Yeah.
have a chance. So it's gonna come down to his teammate. But to be fair, the other team, like his teammate is relatively strong as well.
Alright, we'll see. Is he though?
How much? Like how many? Yeah, that's the thing. How many stats is this?
Honestly, not impressed. Gonna give
Yeah,
it to you.
he needs 1 or 2 turns of scaling, I think, for this. We'll see. If that thing lives till the end, he's gonna have a lot of
Right,
scaling.
attack on it. Yeah, that's true. There's actually a world.
There is. There's
It's
100%.
there's the
He
world
needs.
got smaller.
Yeah, he needs that to go happen
He did get some good minions from it though,
for
but
sure.
I
Really,
don't
honestly, RDU.
know if it's enough.
If he gets reborn on the 9/3,
Hmm.
might.
Wait a minute. It's only
I don't
9
get
though.
it. It's only 9 attack.
Yeah, it's not enough. Damn, it's so close. If you, oh, it's so close.
Yeah, just short.
Yeah, you gotta exit out before you crash. By the way.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
All right. Find the two-face Doomguard if they want to do that, but they also have the Neo pair. He's beginning to believe, chat. All right. So, where do you go from here? They just have this Light Fang skilling, and that's like their whole comp for that play.
Jake and Heretic put forth this lobby.
Yeah. And then Big Brother on the other side. It is so poetic. It's Neo and then Big Brother. Like they're watching you. Oh no.
So it does look like the golden 6-drop pirate on the Galliwix was able to deal 15 damage to Lee and Beater in that last fight as well.
Yeah, I would love to see the particular board, but we no. Oh, yeah, I could have switched.
I can go over.
Okay. So you're just seeing the demons get a little bit bigger. He did find a Fellbat, which is really nice. So he can eat and then roll. Yeah, and then eat again. You might want to lock that crush that. Oh, he is. Oh, I love it. There we go, Jeef. He's doing it. I respect it. And we can see Super JJ's board, just huge pirates. This is what we were afraid of, right? If the Galleries can stay alive in a pirate lobby, he just gets a ton of resources because he just has a ton of money. He can get even more money if he wants, and he's gotten a golden pirate. So that thing has 1,000 HP. Unfortunately, bad matchup though. There's just a ton of poisons, but RDU has the same exact game plan here. And something really nice that RDU is doing is all these reborns, right? Just kind of like a little bit of adaptation from Murlocs are in. So you're going to be adding a lot of these small undeads to deal with these poison scam filthy players that people are just doing all day these days. So yeah.
Especially when you know that you have to have, like, when your teammate's so big that you know that the people facing them have to run poison into them in order to be able to compete. Like, having all these little extra tokens left over with your poison comp makes it so much easier, or so much better to.
Yeah, and you are also like semi taking the poison out the pool. Not a big deal, but it is sometimes relevant. So it makes some sense. Now we can kind of watch Super JJ cook, right? If we want to.
Yeah. So they're into a ghost. It's going to be Fast Eddie and Jeef against Lee and Beater Babbitt. This is likely
swap
the
it.
top two.
I want to see what they're doing. Yeah, what's he doing? How's he cooking? He's getting a triple. Okay. Get some Microdiraxes. What's he getting rid of? Probably the amalgam, right? Yeah. Okay. He can cycle. He has 20 gold already.
Yeah.
He has no extra gold. He has no grifters. Wow. He's not grifting. This man's not grifting us. There's a Tad. There's the 7/7 as well. Just so much value. This is what makes it so hard. They're playing EU too, right? Where's their excuse? This guy's not as fast as I want.
They do have the home field advantage.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's a cleave. I don't know if you can pick that up though.
Probably not.
Yeah, at this point.
Your board is kind of just your board.
Oh no, you can eat. You can buy like pick the eat up and. You don't. Oh, that hero power is not for you.
I don't know if it's for Panda either. To be fair.
Yeah, it might be for a you late game though. Right, maybe. What did he sell? He sold something.
He ate his attack giver.
Oh, for a tag.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that seems a little bit risky.
Maybe.
Yeah. So you're getting like how many procs per turn? He had like 20 gold, 30 gold, right? So he's getting like 6 procs.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I mean, if you play it correctly, the amalgam is better. Like the Torgu can be better. It's just tough because you either have to be playing a ton of 6s or you'd have to just scale these smaller ones with those, with rodeos and whatnot and hope it's enough. Because as long as you're buffing any pirate, you're good to go. So I just don't know if he has like a bunch of small pirates to take advantage of.
You probably should have swapped over to the the heads-up matchup because almost for sure one of them dies here.
I mean, I technically can switch, but we're seeing like the final fights here. Now. Yeah. Well, it's still fine. So Beater and Jeef fighting for their lives here. It's very close. Wow, they lose by 1 minion. This keeps happening. Just that one leftover minion is enough to take out Beater and Lee here, so they will be getting 3rd place. Losing to poisons, losing to big demons.
Jeef and Fast Eddie make it to top 2 to go into the infinite stat pirate board. So let's see how much scam they can get on their board to try to counter it.
They do have a decent amount of scams, so it's not doomed. I do think that
depends on the matchup, right?
Right. So it is Fast Eddie who's a poison going into Super JJ who's a pirates. Okay, so the matchup
very
is
lucky matchup for them.
Yeah, the matchup is very good. So as long as you can find enough poisons, and he has 4. He has 5 technically, right? So he has 5 poisons right now. And he just needs to deal with it. He can find a spore. There's a rodeo if he wants it.
Yeah, and RDU does not have a board.
He also has Manted King as well, so he can get up to 6 poisons if he wants.
Ooh, RDU does have a glow scale that he skipped. Ooh, I would have loved to have seen him pass that Divine Shield.
Yeah, that would have been really helpful. I do agree. That would have helped a lot.
Let's find a golden.
Okay, looking for bubble gunners. Ooh, he's passing the Ultramonde. That's kind of cute. I can see why though. Oh, you're not playing the Manted before you pass? That seems a little rough. There's double Manted. He's skipping the Manted as well. Is he playing the Manted King at all? It doesn't look like he is. Also, you could lock the Golden Touch for your Tardy Traveler. There's just a lot there, but maybe none of it is really that important. I think he could have had another shield though. That's the one thing. Oh wait. Actually, the matchup is bad.
Yeah, this is the reverse.
This is yeah.
Well, 50-50.
It
loses 50-50 though.
Well, it might be okay. The problem, ooh man, the Sky Pirate at the end is disgustingly effective here. Yeah, and this is why I didn't really like the straight shot, especially if you're going second. It doesn't do anything for you.
This entire fight might have come down to that 50-50, honestly. Actually, probably not even, because I think RDU has enough token shitters at the end to where it would... Well, I guess it depends on if the Archimon got hit or not by the scam birds.
But he has another poison even if that didn't happen, so
Yeah. But if Jeef won the 50-50 on the poison on the big card, he would have actually had a minion left over to start. So like it completely changes the game. This is actually it says it's a 60-40 fight. So I kind of believe it, honestly.
I want to see a team pull off the Sanguine Scribe special. Yeah, that's it's not that strong, unfortunately. That so when you look at the duo specific cards, the ones that really stand out are the Quilboar one, right? That one is really powerful. The Dragon one is also very powerful. The Pirate one's good early tempo. It doesn't win you the game as some of the others do, but it's like pretty good tempo. I would say the Undead one is pretty weak. The Beast one is pretty random, and that makes it weak because it's not consistent power. And the Elemental one is fine, but doesn't win you the lobby as well. So there aren't really too many that like, oh, you can go this and win. Besides maybe the Quilboar one, which is super clean. And you can also do it with the Dragon if you have like 50 gold and everyone else is 10. Then it's hard to beat as well. The Demon one is also very strong. Yes, the Demon one, if you get it early enough, right? It can't like be your whole game plan unless you're fully committed. You have like Golden Demon, Golden Drakari, right? Like maybe that will work, right? But usually this allows you to have enough tempo that you can build. Your teammate gets to do whatever he wants, and it's also getting buffed as well. So the Demon one is also quite strong. But the Quilboar one is the one that wins the lobbies quite easily. So we'll see.
We're 4 games in, and we haven't seen Quilboars win a single lobby, by the way.
That's not true. I refuse to believe that stated. You're lying to our audience.
There was the Golden Brand, Golden Rylac, Golden 7-drop Quilboar that lost to.
Oh, it did lose, yeah. But still, Quilboars have won a lobbies, multiple lobbies. You just haven't seen them, right? Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Quilboars have been dominating statistically. We just haven't seen any of it. So I'm just taking a peek at the first lobby since the second lobby is still taking a while. So we do have some interesting heroes here. We have a Ticketus with Snake Eyes. We've got Beater on the Galliwurst, which is always a pretty powerful hero if you play it well. And then we have Hidden Treasure Falls for Fast Eddie on the Sire. Which is basically strike alls every turn. It's people haven't. There are some people that like that, some people that don't. And we have the new Syndragosa. New as in it's +2/+2 instead of +2/+1. So nothing that jumps out of being like crazy strong. The best combo to me seems to be either Patchwork or Galakron. Those are the two I'd be like, oh my god. But
yeah, there's no good like synergy
yeah,
combos here. It's just specific individual heroes.
No one with a Goya. That's basically how it is.
Yeah, there's no Reno to go along with that Galagond.
Yeah, I think has Group 2 started?
No, XQN is restarting his PC.
Okay, so it will be a little bit later. Okay, so we can watch this for a bit.
It'll be like 1 maybe 2 fights.
Sounds good. And yeah. So this is also a Quilboar lobby, Demons, Mechs, Pirates, Quilboars. So Quilboars look to be something you can do. I do think Quilboars aren't as free as it used to be. Okay, so Lee is committing to the pirate that discounts your tavern tier. So just pick that up early to start discounting. I think that makes sense. You get 2 gold a turn basically with this crewmate. So then you can start leveling, you can start hero powering. It's not too bad. So something I don't mind personally. Some people say, oh, 6-drop or die, but I think if you can get something that gives you some economy, I'm actually okay with it. And this one gives you 2 gold a turn. Well, 1 gold, but between the two of you, it's 2 gold a turn. You can make it work. So helps you level. Seems reasonable. I don't mind flag on this Anoyo here, just to get a 5/4 Divine Shield. Seems reasonable too.
It's not bad. You do want to make sure your 6/3 dies, and you are going second.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I see where your logic is there. Because there's a chance that this cleans up your whole board, your opponent's board, But your teammate isn't strong, so I think you're fine. Your teammate has a 3-1, so
Okay, you go 3-on-3.
yeah. I think if you didn't go 3-on-3, then I can definitely see where you're like, okay, you just have to make sure we go. But yeah, the opponent is being mean. Anyways, staying on 1. You love to see that, right? It's
Love to see that.
love to see that. So does hit a Elemental on 3 if they want to commit to that. Not commit, but like it's just a good card. You know, you buy it, you buff everything +1/+1. Like it's not the end of the world.
Well, I mean, you kind of need to buy 2 here, right? Unless you can get a gold from your teammate.
Yeah, but Elemental still is. It's gonna be a 6/6, so not a bad pickup. I think I always buy this for me. And then the next one is like, what do you do now?
It's all non-tribals, right? So you're probably, I mean, you have 2 options, right? You either pick up the scout or you pick up the
He could recruit and buy. Like your teammate, the teammate can recruit if he wants, but because if he recruits, he's gonna get a type. The other one, like regardless, he gets an Ellie or a demon, he's gonna hit both. But he decided to roll and
Ooh.
buy an interpreter.
Yeah.
That seems weird.
Yeah, I get it, because like all those minions were bad and none of them were tribal, but you're trading out a tribal minion
For a tribal minion, yeah, and it's a tier 2 one, so it's not like you're getting the +3/+3. You're getting the +2/+2. It's not that much that your value you're getting here.
and you're losing a gold to do it. You could
Yeah.
put scout on board and gain 2 gold as opposed to losing 1 gold.
Yeah. But I mean, they do win the fight, so. But to be fair, they win the fight even if he didn't do that. So, seems weird, yeah. But yeah, just sometimes you go for the tempo, but you end up costing you a little bit of money. But they can still recover. They have they're in a decent spot. This is a pretty good board to pick up as well too. So they can lean into the cold board direction here if they want, or they can just like ignore that and go for money here if they want to do that as well.
They have multiple options.
Yeah,
here,
they have yeah, I agree. They have a lot of options this turn for that player. People really like getting that 1-cost Tavern spell. Ooh, there's a Gem Day as well. There's also a Plunder Pal. There's a lot of here. There's also a Banner Boar. That's a lot of stuff. They could do something like Foodie pass Foodie. And then their teammate can get Banner Boar and Gem Day if they want it, right? They buy Banner Boars and Gem Day, get essentially a 2/3 perma already, and that's pretty good. So something I'd be looking at if I were them. But going to go for the money. So not really interested in the Quilboar. Seems like they're not as committed, and looks like Lee is the one committing to the Foodie himself. So doing that line, just using it for tempo though.
Okay, did he take gems?
No, he didn't. Yeah, he took gems. Yeah, I know. I'm also slightly confused personally, but yeah, I mean they're just going full tempo. I just don't think you need it. Is my confusion here, but they are gonna win the fight because of it. Super heavily win the fight. Like this is why I'm saying I don't think you need the gems. They're so strong. Here it's dealing 15 to RDU Super JJ, so they're gonna be feeling the pressure. I assume Lobby 2 has started.
Yeah, you'd like to think so.
It hasn't. Okay. We'll just watch this out then. If they're taking too long, then because very likely we finish this and we can finish Lobby 2 as well. So with the pace they're going, so really hasn't been using the Galacron hero power anymore after getting that crewmate.
He used it twice at the beginning of the game, and then hasn't really used it since.
Yeah, I mean he's been trying to level ish. But he's also been buying minions, so because he's bought a Plunder Power, which I respect. Plunder Power I respect. It's basically a crewmate. Like they're kind of the same card if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, very reasonable. Gets the pair on the Elemental. Nothing crazy though.
Yeah, it does open up some potential mech lines, some potential demon lines.
Picky eater. Teammate is passing like a There is a headhunter.
Yeah.
Headhunter
You could
gets you the
take the Rip
captain.
Snarl.
Yeah.
It's a world where you like also coin and
Oh.
I would say you could also coin and put that in your hand, but I
Hits
would
the
have
crewmate pair. Yeah, I would have
I would have
compared.
preferred to have held it and just used the thing on the Rip Snarl and played the Rip Snarl, but
I don't mind as since he hit the crewmate, right? But then again, you could hit crewmate, you could hit Thunder Pound, and they're kind of fine. So I kind of see it. Like there's like two good hits here on both on Tavern 3 that could make work. Even like double Rip Snarl is not the end of the world. So there's actually like a reasonable amount of power you could hit there. So
yeah,
with
but you have some pretty big hits on 4.
what are they?
The +2 attack,
Yeah,
the extra gold.
Ride Grifter as well. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. I could see holding it too if you feel pretty confident. So they're going for
Yeah, full tempo every turn.
the full tempo, yeah. And they're getting rewarded. Like I think without it, they maybe no, they'd still be strong enough because they didn't really get that much stronger. If as long as you get the Rift Snow, you're good.
I think it's a tie.
14 gold, so
Yeah.
his far sale is
It
popped.
goes to 4 gold, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Lobby 2 has finally started, by the way.
Okay, they find the gunpowder courier. So they could pick that up if they want. It's pretty good for him if he wants it. You can like buy it, sell. There's a gem day if he wants, but I don't really think they're leaning into Cold Boys with this particular start. Ooh, he hits a triple felly. He could level here if he wants. Get a 6 next turn if he hits undead. I mean, if it's demons, he's really happy.
He can do it now.
He could do it now. Yeah, you're right. He just has a gambler. And he has double gambler. Wow, what a cheater. What an absolute cheater. This man.
So he just sells the 4/5, right?
Yeah, well,
Or the 3/5.
yeah, there's a lot of options. I don't think you have to sell your gambler though. Just keep the
No,
money.
you don't sell your gambler.
Yeah, you could sell the foodie too. Like he doesn't look like he's
Yeah,
committing
either
to
one.
it. Yeah. Hits a fell bats. That's huge.
He also hits a Spacefarer if he wants to go the pirate route.
Yeah. Does he care about his teammate? Is the real question here. Does he roll? Does he sell roll? I like it.
I can see it. It's an extra eat.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Well, he has the gambler. He has the gambler. If
Oh,
he wants
true.
it.
If he
So
wants, he can take
yeah, if he wants it, he can take it, but he doesn't want it then. So he doesn't care about his teammate.
You could also take the Divine Shield.
Yeah, that's what there's a lot of options here. It's very true. He's locking the corpse. Yeah. Oh well, he's only eating 4, so he gets to keep 1. Yeah.
Oh right, beetles are a thing.
Have we seen Beatles win the lobby yet?
No.
Do you think that will continue to be the trend?
Probably, but we'll see.
Yeah. It's possible, but you just need a lot of pieces, and
it's so tough to make beetles work.
And you need a scale, right? And the players here are not giving you the time to scale. They're just like huge immediately, and you're just like, oh, wait, my beetles are 10-10. Yeah, mine are 30-30 minions. Sorry, like get killed. Like so, that's the toughness. Yeah, so you just take 15 again. Patchwork is actually struggling this.
Yeah, we've seen Patchwork just getting absolutely wrecked this tournament.
And I think I know why as well. They're not playing Patchwork like it's a scaling hero. They're playing Patchwork losing early than playing Tempo because they're losing early, and they're forgetting like I just need a scale. I don't need to care about my health at all. But yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, but we also saw Patchwork on what?
Yeah, like tier 3.
12 HP on like turn 7.
Yeah, it's because they went tier 3. Both of them went tier 3, right?
Yeah,
and then they took 15 damage twice, and then they were too early. Like it's the same issue, right? They take damage early and then they can't recover. They feel they need to play tempo, but you just have to ignore it. Ooh, pasta cruise control. Okay, that's very telling. And there's their flagship in their hand too, so we kind of see where they're going from here. That's a pretty cool Felamento if they want to give it to their teammate. It's another pair. This Bizarre dealer looks cute. They don't have damage mitigation at all, though. Wait a minute. They're passing a recruiter. Ooh, okay. And do you sell? Do you sell? Get the Philly? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He sold his what? Did he sell his courier pair? What did he sell there?
I actually have no idea what he sold.
Feels like it was the courier pair, man.
Ooh, and a
Ooh.
loyal mobster and a whole bunch of
Someone wants to win the lobby. Already you Super JJ were like, you know, I actually want to win the lobby. I'm just gonna play Cold Wars, and they're like, okay.
Just hit.
Just hit the Cold Wars. It's that simple, guys. If everyone's telling you it's not that simple, just tell them, no, it is that simple. Just hit the Cold Wars. Like, why make it hard for yourself? Can Rip Snarl do it? Is this a nerf Rip Snarl angle?
It might be a nerf Rip
It
Snarl
legitimately might be a nerf Rip Snarl angle. Like they're actually kind of doing it. Right. Oh, it's so close. Gets a tie though. It's huge. Fairly unreasonable. And they are in a they're not in a bad spot, right? They just need bigger. They need the 6-drop that you can like to buff 4/4, and then you're kind of okay. They find the Laurel Mobster, but not.
There's no Cold Wars.
Not really. Yeah, not really scaling that direction, so it's a little bit weak. They had the opportunity though to go Cold Burst. They just decided not to. They specifically had the opportunity to go Cold Burst in this lobby, but they wanted to rip Snarl it up. And to be fair, they're still at 40, so it hasn't been bad for them. There is a Minari. You probably want to pick it up.
Yeah,
it's not great. It's not great, I agree, but it's not bad either. Wow, skipping it, okay.
Yeah, I don't mind the skip, honestly.
What else are you looking for?
I don't know. 1/1 to your shop is just so mediocre.
Why did we cycle that? Just like, because he could have passed it to his teammate. Just held the money as well. I guess prefers the portal over the money, and I can see that. It's basically the same thing, except sometimes you're getting 4 gold instead of 3.
Yeah.
Not a great turn though for either of these players. They didn't really get any stronger at all, so very possible they start taking damage here, considering that they didn't really do too much. And the opponent is running some scaling, some Divine Shield stuff. Nothing too impressive, but should be able to deal with Rip Snarl scaling for sure quite easily.
Yeah, tempo-wise it's pretty strong. Future-wise, maybe not as much.
But who cares about the future when everyone's dead, huh?
True.
That's what all the corporations are saying. So maybe we should start. Anyways, let's move on. So don't really think we'll see how big RDU is as well, or Jeef is. Jeef is not big at all.
Not too big.
But he has a strat.
Yeah,
he has a strat. Okay. He's got a strat going for himself, and it's working.
Divine Shields.
We've done that.
Yeah,
it's pretty good if you make it work.
It's very good tempo.
Yeah.
This definitely feels like a very tempo-heavy lobby.
Yeah. So we do have our first loss here. The Patchwork getting knocked out.
Yeah, the Patchwork team again, man. It's just
something about Patchwork. What do you?
It's not doing at this lobby.
What do you think? Do you think having a hero power actually matters in these tournament environments?
It could.
I'm gonna go no. I don't think that's the difference, but it is weird for all these Patricks to just get knocked out. I do think there is a heavy reliance on high armored heroes, right? Like when you look at these tournaments, all these heroes aren't very like oh my god, they got a Cindergosa, but Cindergosa has a lot of armor. Oh my god, they have a Wag Toggle, but Wag Toggle has a lot of armor. Oh my god, like Snake Eyes is weird. Okay, to be fair, like Snake Eyes has no armor, but like
even Galakrond, like even though he can fish for 6 drops
yeah,
and
he has a
manage him,
lot. Yeah,
he has an absurd amount of
yeah.
armor.
So the advantage of Patchwork isn't really showcasing itself, is what I'm saying, right? Where these people are starting with 60 plus armor, anyways. So when you have like 65 or 70, 68, right? This is what the combo gives you. It doesn't feel that good when your opponents have 57, right? And you have to still find something to do. So it just might be like the case. And to be fair, um, a lot of these players value armor very heavily. So even though you start with 60, they're buying armor, they're leveling, they're buying armor. So they also end up having 60 plus health as well. So you have to just find something to do. You have to be strong. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm Patchwork. I'll get there. I'll get top 2." No, you won't. You'll get top 4 if you don't have a plan.
It's been a lot of fourth place Patchworks.
Yeah. And it's weird, right? Because we take Patrick and it's like, free gift. But here it is a struggle, it seems. Yeah, so taking a look at the board that did die, they didn't really have like a super clean plan. They had some pirate stuff, they had some mech stuff, and then they had beetles. So here's the truth. But
Yeah.
to be fair, this is the type of beetle comp you need to be
Yes.
strong, but it's just too slow, right? He had 42 attack beetles, which are like not bad, but it's just so slow at the end of the day that you don't get there. Yeah. Rough loss though. Who was that? That's Jake Keurig? Okay. Jake Keurig and
So we have a
Heretic.
turn 7 Golden Sanguine champion, by the way, on XQN.
You're watching lobby 2?
Yeah.
We'll
But
get.
they're also probably about to lose Cap here, so gonna be interesting.
I don't think we should switch at this point. We're too far ahead invested into this one. I'm not gonna dive deep into that. Sucker over here. Golden Sanguine. That's kind of not balanced. Okay. But yeah, taking a look at their board, they're still just doing regular scaling stuff. They've added a Well Wisher, which is pretty nice, and Peter is just still committing heavily to Golden Rips now, Captain. It's fun. I just don't know if this is gonna carry the win here. I just think everyone else is gonna outscale you, unless you really hit the nuts with the Titus, with the golden, what's it called? The golden cruise control. You really need a lot of pieces for this to work out for you. Farcel should be better. I don't think you're dying in 2 turns, so you can probably get away with doing it for 4 if you want. Yeah. It's respectable. I really like this adaptation of Reborn Anora module, right? So you get four procs, 4 safety nets, so you can't really get screwed, and then you get to get all the value you want, right? And you're going to be summoning like 20 attack Scallies, which is not negligible here. So it's not strong enough to win here, but it's it's getting there, right? Add a Titus and then we're talking. But then again, at that point, your opponent is also going to have a lot bigger of a board. And this is the weak Cobra board, right? This is the one not being carried by the hunt,
Right.
yeah, by the Drakaris
The Drakari
and the mobster. So
Mobster.
struggling into this board is always like a bad sign, right? This is the appetizer. The main course is coming and you're already full. Like, what are you doing? So
The waitress is bringing out your dinner, and you're already asking for to-go box.
yeah. So It's looking rough, yeah. So this is RDU and Super JJ have a really clear cut game plan here. And everyone else is going to be struggling into that match. So at this point, you're like looking and you're like, are Murlocs in? No, like, we don't have a really clean way of just getting into a way of dealing with those huge quill boards, and both boards are going to be big quill boards, so you both have to invest. So it's just a tough one. It looks like everyone else is playing for second. You do have above 15 health, so you're essentially just playing with fast Eddie Jeef. If you can, whoever wins this fight probably wins the well, that's
They
not
still
true.
have one more.
They have 35. It's actually hard.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really hard for Lee
Yeah.
to take higher than third here.
Yeah. Nether Construct is very good though, so that's kind of nice.
Although to be fair, if they do win the fight, then they get the ghost.
Yeah,
If they take out the 15, they do win
double
that
Nether
fight.
is nice though. And
Yeah.
they can do something with the Well Wisher to cycle the Nethers. So there's actually some scaling potential here that that's now being possible. I don't know if he wants that. Do you really want that? Do you want to spend that resource? Oh wow, we are going to do it. Okay. We play this and then we open the box, right? Yeah, I like this. Hits the Doom Guard. Not gonna. Oh, Eliza's pretty good too. Okay, I can see
The
that.
Doomguard might end up
Killing you, yeah, because you don't have damage mitigation, unfortunately. So you play the picky, but this is weird, right? Because you want to hold that. You want to hold that Nether. Oh, they gave you money. Oh, they gave you money, and they're so nice. Okay, I respect that.
No, that was for their Eliza.
I know, I know. But you like it's awkward if you don't. Oh, we holding the picky? Wow.
Well, I mean, you're eating.
Oh, because you're eating the shop. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Because you
You're not
don't have the
actually
money.
getting
Yeah, you don't have the money. You're right. That's a lot of poison. That's a lot of poison into Divine Shields, right? To 185. Okay, we're cooking, dude. All right. This is a hard board to beat. You say it's tempo, but this is just a win con at this point. I will say this matchup is horrible. It somehow Beater has like a good matchup, like into the lobby. He's
the next stuff.
It's possible he wins.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of pings into a lot of not high HP minions.
Well, actually, no, his minions are high HP. He has a 74. That's gonna do a lot.
Yeah.
Especially considering all of his minions have like 300 attacks, so.
Yeah.
But still, like, very cool board from Fast Eddie. And Jeef here, just really taking advantage of their opportunity to make a really high power tempo board. Now this is the opportunity for Lee to really get big. If he can do some magic here, he has a lot of opportunities to do something cool. Gonna cycle the Nether Construct. Do you want to level? Do you want to level and see if you can get another one? Oh, gets the triple. Okay, cool. Gets the Nether. You play the Nether. Oh, gets the Felly. Okay. No real need to level anymore then. That Magnimus is interesting. Oh, gonna skip it, okay. I guess it's not super duper interesting. Hits the second Nether. There's two Nether. He could have played both Nethers though. Like he could have been significantly bigger. Like 4/4 on the double E is quite big and imposing. He could still level. Not gonna do it. May as well hold the spell then. Not gonna pick it up either.
It is really cheap to level.
Yeah, I know. We could end on this Rylak. Oh, we sold. We are going first, right? So.
Yeah. We'll get the value if we do want to do that, but.
So Golden Felly, it's like 4/4 essentially. You just play the nether, sell the other one, play the relic. He's buying that. No, I don't think he's doing what we're talking about. Okay. Yeah. I guess he's hoping for the triple. I guess I'd hope. I don't think he's gonna be big enough though to contest the Cold Wars unless he really hits everything. And that well wisher can go this turn. So yeah, Fast Eddie and Jeef just beating up the whole lobby here. Even RDU's and Super JJ's board was the ones we were thinking, oh, this is gonna dominate. Is actually still getting also just beat up by the Divine Shield mech resets.
Yeah.
Finds a Titus for beater. That's pretty important. Finds another Rip Scallion if he wants to do that too. So probably gonna full commit. This is a pretty important turn here. You can taunt these oh no, skipping the second Rip Scallion. I think the Flag Bearer is worse. If I'm gonna be honest. I think you could get out of a flag, play the Rip Scallion, and you wouldn't feel it in the most cases because you're getting 6 procs. But not gonna do it. So yeah, we're just getting stats and stats and stats and stats. It's a bargain bundle. Don't know if it's that good here. Eating. Just getting huge here. That's pretty nice. See if we can find something good. Time management is okay, but not the best, but the best of what we have. It is the best of what we have, so I guess it is the best.
Yeah, probably check taunt here.
Yeah. And you don't really have money to roll.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think you're gonna beat the Cold War players with this. Yeah, and one Titus on the other side is also not gonna do it.
Yeah, no. It is a Golden Reborn Macaw.
Still, even if you're shooting for 80s, like it doesn't feel like that would be enough. And you're not shooting for 80s, to be fair, right?
It's a whole bunch of cleaves. Yeah, they've got some pretty good cards for that setup.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do with Cold Wars, right? You get the freedom to just pick the best cards in the game and have them be your buff targets. Yeah, so you're shooting 30s. It's gonna go up to 40s, but it's not enough.
No, I don't even think they get through this board.
Maybe. I think you can get through the board if you're lucky.
Yeah, let's build up to 50s.
Yeah, so the Titus didn't die, which is, well, now it died. Okay,
it doesn't matter though.
I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, you do lose, but like, if the Titus doesn't die, you kill this board.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you just take 15 to the next.
Yeah. Yes, but at least you killed the board. You know, at least there's something. So we do freeze here. So we're nearing the end here. We're watching theoretically the final fight. Can Coolboars overcome the gigantic mech re-summoning strat that Jeef and Eddie are doing. It's possible, right? They have enough cleaves that there's a chance. And they have a blaster, and they're kind of setting up for like a reasonable setup. So it's definitely doable. But is it enough? At the end of the day, one question remains: is it enough?
Find out on the next episode.
They had a holy macro. Could see. Well, I guess there's no resets. Well, there kind of is. With the rover resummoning, but he doesn't reborn on. He does. He's just going full blaster.
I respect it.
You tend to respect blaster shenanigans, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware. Even when it's unnecessary, where you're like, yes, I have to do this. So the blaster goes in, pops some things. Blaster goes in again, doesn't do anything on the second go around. But yeah, I mean, it's just like huge Divine Shield board. This thing is massively strong. And he's not even losing his Deflectos, because the Deflectos are like set up in a way of getting the resets. And they all have resets on themselves as well, so pretty bad hit there, but cleaves are gonna also not a good hit there, so cleaves don't get to lose or save any health with those trades, but they still have a ton of value. We'll see if the teammate can do something. So teammate's going full poison, full big shields with some divine shields at the end, so not a bad setup. And he has Venom. Oh, he has Secret Guy too, so getting extra poison on top. Just fully committing to killing him. Very appreciated. That's actually not bad for him, because he gets to get the fill. Oh, and then the cleave comes back in, kills the other cleave. Yeah, very clean game from Jeef and Eddie here. Just dominating from start to finish, just showing you how it's done. Like, not even going Quillboars and defeating this monstrous Quillboar board. This is just very impressive there, so pretty cool to see. We can take a look at the second group then. You don't have to quit.
I do.
Oh.
I have the spectating at 2 points.
Wow.
We're already heads up.
That's a shame then. Let me know when you're back in. Bad timing then. They really need to fix the
yeah. It's been like 2 months.
Yeah. So who's left in the lobbies?
It is Miss Bowers and Binren.
Oh, I can see Miss Bowers here.
As well as Sevel and Spidey.
Sevel and Spidey have not added me. They just don't care. So, take a look at the finals. So you were like gushing about XQN start. They had like golden tier 7 Cobra, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't enough.
They had 25 gems and no way to generate.
No way to generate, okay.
Yep.
The classic. I usually have the opposite problem.
They did skip a Rylac and they did have a golden Macaw, but they didn't have the 4-drop yet. They ended up hitting the 4-drop later on, but then didn't have the Rylac.
So that's their fault. That's what I'm hearing.
Potentially, yeah. They were also undercapped though, so it's kind of hard to buy the Rylac in that spot.
So it's their fault. That's what I'm hearing. Wow. Okay, it's Terran. Okay, it's Terran with automatons. And you snipe the poison. Even without the snipes, it seems pretty free. Another beast gamer, another beast loss. To be fair, second place is pretty good though.
I mean, we're in the merge matchup still, right?
Hmm?
We're in the
Yeah,
merge matchup.
yeah, but based on those summons, I'm not
Those
impressed.
mooses.
Yeah, those mooses, I'm not impressed. Okay, I've been baited. I should have been, I should have been impressed. What are these? What is this? Okay. Why does that have Wind Fear? I guess it has 600 health, so who cares? But wait, that didn't do anything. That was weird. It's
Because
wait.
he has the 6-drop, so it's in Oro.
Right. Yeah, you're right. That's what's going on.
Oh. Poison claims another one.
Yeah, Miss Bauer and Sevel and Benren taking the first victory of the match. That's how you do it, as Bob would say at the end.
All right, so just a quick recap while they're getting in. Lobby 1 is
Doomed.
well.
You're not gonna say that? Okay. He's taking my comment seriously for some reason.
Yeah, Lobby 1 is doomed. Actually. Yeah, so there's no point in spectating Lobby 1.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so basically RDU and Super JJ took first, second, and Jeef and Fast Eddie took second, first.
Okay.
They're both at 8 points. The next highest is Lee and Beater Babbit, who are at 2 points. Even if they get 5 points for first place, they can't catch either one. So
that is a darn shame.
It's gonna be RDU and Super JJ and Jeef and Fast Eddie coming out of Lobby 1. Lobby 2 is not entirely doomed. I believe technically anybody can still make it, but for XQN and Zorgo to make it into the finals, they'd have to take first, and Sevel and Spidey would have to take fourth, and Toon and Maya would have to take third. So it has to be an exact lobby finish for them to make it.
Yeah, so for Lobby 1, it's like RDU and Jeef, right? They're the ones who've dominated. It's a little bit weird that after 2 games, there's no hope. By the way,
I believe Miss Bowers and Ben Ren are also moving on from Lobby 2 at this point.
Yeah, because they got double first, right?
First and second.
Oh, I thought they both. I thought they won. I thought they won both.
Wait. They did.
Yeah.
They just got first. So these, Terry, if you're watching, these need to be switched around. Miss Bowers and Benren got first. Several Spidey got second.
Yeah.
So that actually does shake things up again. So I take that back. There are other lines.
Mm-hmm. Zorgo has patchwork and he takes it good. Okay. I'd be judging him if he didn't, but yeah. And XQN gets Brand. So this
they
is
have to take first to have any chance.
Yeah. So Brand's pretty good if you want to take first. Demons are in, dragons are in. Ellie's and Murlocs kinda. Undead's not so much, but yeah. Then we have Mia with Sire. We've got, well, maybe not Mia particularly, but Toon with Sire, I guess, and Mia with Marin. Sevel and Spidey have Rat King and Galakron, which is pretty scary. And then Miss Bowers, Benren are trolling. They are absolutely. What is this?
They are absolutely trolling.
What are they doing?
They lock up the final spot with 2 games, and then they're just like, for the 3rd game.
Yeah. They are just not caring whatsoever. They took Edwin. Edwin did get buffed, but they're probably like testing Edwin and not expecting to win. And then Millhouse.
They are playing Millhouse in an elemental lobby.
Yeah, you know. They are still continuing to be trolling. All right. So we do have a pretty nice start for the patchwork. Sear into free coin is nice, and then Brand did not get a battle cry, so he is crying.
Typical band opener, man.
Not my brands. My brands, I get 3 battle cries in my shop, and I'm just like, oh yeah, thank you, Brand. See, I would be Patchwork here with the double seer start. But a little rough. We'll see what the Galakron's doing. We had the other Galakron get an early tier 3 with Pirates in and use that for the scaling. I don't really think we'll see this Galakron doing that. In terms of the late game options for Galakron, there is the Demon. That's the one that jumps out to me. Caligos is a little bit weird.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few cards you could see, right? Like
The Undead as well.
Turn 5 Neon Agent is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Maybe if your teammate's strong enough, you can do some stuff with Murkai if you get a turn 5.
Murkai did get nerfed though, so I don't know how appealing that feels.
That is true.
Yeah.
Got nerfed today. The Deathly Striker, though, we haven't really seen a lot of that, but I do feel like that is a very strong card, especially if you get it early.
Rat King being mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it was really more so the Galakron being on 1 and having 2 minions than the Rat King.
Whoa, double baller. Do you take this? Are you a baller? Is Zorgo a baller or is he not a baller? It's kind of not that bad.
I think if you're gonna take it, you probably freeze 1 and put the 5/1 on your board this turn.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Do we stay on 1 with a start like this? I mean, stay on 2. Are we?
Technically, you could take the 3 damage, use both coins in the 2/1, and get it all on board this turn.
Well, not both coins, because you had 5 gold, right? So you had to use 1 coin to double buy already.
Yeah, I'm saying if you want the 1 gold, like if you want to just like give your teammate 1 gold.
Oh, nah, that's a waste of money.
I can't see his board. I don't know what his gold situation looks like.
His board has it's already done. He's not locking the baller though, so he's not committing.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
I think it's reasonable too, but it would've been fun.
I don't think you're staying on 2 and playing.
Why not? There's no Cobors.
You have to take first in order to advance here.
You can take first with it. Probably. I don't know. I haven't done it. Fair enough. That's fair. And there are other lines that are just as powerful. So
the team of Spidey and Sevel, who also really desperately need a first place. Rat King goes 3-on-3 with Galakron as his teammate. That is very risky.
I think it's fine as long as you recover, right? Like Rat King is nice because at least you can hero power, maybe get a guaranteed 3, and then hopefully you have the money to recover. So it is a little risky, but I think if you can get the payoff, it's not bad. Yeah, Haunter's not great for either player. He's just gonna level. Okay, I think that's reasonable. Hopefully, his teammate does not just randomly sell the Stormer for no reason, just because he needed a gold. You know,
Sometimes you need a gold, man.
It's okay. But you're throwing away like 7 of my gold to get yourself a gold. Just ask me, hey, I need a gold. I will make it work.
So Galakron took a Smolderer, by the way.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's triples, right? So
yeah,
it kind of makes sense. It gives you a little bit of tempo, some triples, and he does know his teammates leveling, right? That's why Sevel's leveling, right? Because he's like, oh, Galakron is going to be giving me 6 drops or giving me triples, so I'm going to level early, and then I can, start picking up 6s every couple of turns. So, ooh, double Stormer, wow, and they're both on 3. Wow, you bought them at the same time. That's scary. That is a lot of money going to be getting added to the teams in quick succession. So we're just triple buying here. Oh, you can roll once. Yeah, that's true.
Roll twice.
We don't want to do that though. Yeah, Brand is in a weird spot because he wants to buy these battle cries, but The battle cries don't do anything, if we're being honest. So he's locking the anomaly. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's what's going on. He's locking the anomaly.
It's four rolls, right?
That's true. They do stack now. Yeah. That is true. That is a lot better. And his teammate is just like looking at what to do. Okay, he's telling him what to do. Get the Drakasat. I want my one attack. I want my one attack on my cliff diver. I won't live without it. It's reasonable. The other options aren't super clean. I wonder if he wants to pass the conductor to the brand or what's going on there.
Sure.
Yeah, like what the freeze is for, right? It's not super clean or clear cut what their strategy
How
is
much
there.
gold does it cost him to level next turn? Maybe it's like a level chef's choice angle.
This board is nothing.
Yeah.
That is very scary for Sevel and Spidey to have no strategy at this point.
They do have a triple in their hand though, so they can get
right,
a 5 here.
Right. It is a level chef angle, you're right. How did you know?
It's the only card that made sense on the shot. They kind of whiff on their 5. They get a Well-Wisher, but that doesn't add tempo, and they need tempo.
Oh. You should let me know if you're missing the share screen, by the way.
Oh man, it's fine. I'm still watching. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll need yours as well at some point.
Oh, dude, my stuff keeps crashing. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean it's every time that you have to get out of the game, then you have to redo it, which is kind of annoying for sure. Does not want a wealth smuggler. And I agree. I don't think it's it's interesting that they're using emotes, right? They have access. They can talk with each other, but maybe some players are just more comfortable emoting and whatnot. Maybe it's faster for them. Cause you do get to choose your teammates, but not everyone is like super familiar with their teammates. You know, barely loses there. Takes 8 here. So they're still holding on to the Stormer. The Stormer is holding on to 5 gold. So they do find 2 efficient engineers. This has been a really powerful card in particular comps. This comp, not really the cleanest. It looks like they're going to commit the Stormer for the teammate.
Yeah, they do have a brand.
They do have jugs as well. Right,
Double,
so there's double.
engineer.
Oh, he's going to pass engineer. What's the engineer for? Oh, for the Drake?
Probably, well...
Because he has a reverber, right? So on so he has double echoing roar. So he could get
Yeah, exactly.
He could get plus 8 on the Skyfin if he wants it. It's like okay. I don't know if it's super worth 8 gold, but I know it's not worth 8 gold, but yeah. There's a cliff diver, which is okay as well. It's a triple for him too. The Nether Drake was interesting. If he wanted to commit dragons, but it doesn't look like he wants to commit dragons. Okay, so just gonna go. So he's just holding his engineer, also holding a extra gold. It maybe this is visual bug, but it looks like he was holding on to an extra gold as well. So they definitely have some type of game plan they're cooking up with these engineers, but it's just not materializing at the moment. But there's definitely some potential, some good triples they can do to get a lot stronger. Just right now, um, they're still going to be particularly weak. So they're passing the jumping jack. They do have a jumping jack pair if they want to pick that up. They're going to be passing the boundless potential for 5. Get to tie this. Not really something super premium here.
Yeah, not much there. I mean, I guess you do have a genie. Maybe you like.
Yeah.
Is he trying to switch into elementals? Like, I'm trying to figure out what he's.
Yeah, that is the question. There isn't. It's not super clear cut what they're looking for. They have some strategy with this efficient engineer they've been holding, but it doesn't look like they've hit particularly exactly what strategy they want. These ancestors are actually kind of good if they want to keep them. Yeah. But we can take a look at Sevel and Spidey, right, and see what they're seeing what they're working on.
We've got a Caligos board kicking off here, and the teammate has no board at all.
I think that's the general strategy. One has a Kelly, one has nothing. Nothing too surprising about that. And they're getting triples too, so maybe they can find direction. There's a two-face. Oh, but they went for the undead strategy instead, which is okay too. So I kind of like two-face because if you have no board, it gives you something to do.
Hit second Kelly.
They hit second Kelly. Okay, now they're cooking. So they really found a good turn this turn. Like they really got a lot stronger. So, well, the potential to get a lot stronger. I don't know if they got a lot stronger, but they got the potential. So, I mean, especially into XQN's board, we just saw XQN's board. It's not super impressive, so they should have a pretty clean time into this matchup. That was actually surprisingly close. Like this, like surprisingly close. Yeah.
Yeah, neither one of these guys really have a board at all.
Yeah, your partners are just like flailing around, slapping each other with chopsticks.
Yeah, but it looks like the nothingness board is gonna deal 15, and is that true? Actually, that was a good hit.
Ends up dealing 12.
12. So they do keep cap.
Yeah, which is quite important, right? 15 and you have 14.
That was a 1 out of 4 hit to keep cap.
Sometimes it's just that easy. So now we get to watch the double Cali. No brand though, right? Someone already has been taking the brands out the lobby. Probably needs to skip the money. He skipped the money. I don't like it. Who is this guy, Sevel? What? All right.
Imagine skipping the money.
Judging. Yeah, immediate judgment from me out here.
Was it correct at 21 HP? I don't know.
No, you have it. If you have one extra turn, I'm not doing it. Like the money is mine. If you're about to die, I still might do it, but at least you can talk me into it. Like, yeah, okay, maybe I can see it. You could sell and get the other 4/3. It means you get another triple immediately.
Yeah. Alternatively, you could.
You just hero power. Yeah, those are the two options.
You can get the demon potentially. The
battle cry demon. Yeah. He's going for the extra triple.
Sure.
I think both are reasonable.
There's a decent chance you could do both, honestly.
Yeah, there is a decent chance. You go for the green line then. That's what I'm hearing from you.
At 21, I think so, because you're not you're never dropping below cap with the battle card demon, right? So.
You are getting a 6-drop here guaranteed though, so it's not that bad to do this play too.
Yeah.
If your teammate passed you a Drakari, do you play it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I would also play it. So I was just wondering. Yeah. Sevel is quite big now with his
Millis dealt 15 into 14. This must be a huge Edwin then with this Millis' board. I mean,
it's
it's not
no,
small, but I would say it's huge.
it's not big either. Might be big enough. Might just be big enough.
I do believe it is big enough.
Yeah, all you gotta do is be bigger than your peers. You don't have to be the biggest guys. Just have to be bigger than the peers.
So Sevel and wow. Okay. So it's coming down to the last couple of fights here because Sevel and Spider are at 6, XQ win, and Zorgo are at 2. Both of these guys need to survive, and they're queuing into a Tavern 2 gamer, by the way.
And you were doubting the Tavern 2 strat.
Was that?
Yeah, you said, oh, you probably wouldn't do it. Armor's kind of okay here. You just do your survive, and maybe like 11 health is reasonable. We're skipping it. Wow. Okay.
The problem, so but here's the problem with the Tavern 2 strat is they're both on 2 if my deck tracker's correct here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which means I don't think that's correct though, right? Because there was a Nomi on that board. How are they both on 2? I don't think they're both on 2. I think it's bugged.
Yeah, you might be bugged. Yeah, that's also possible. Yeah.
I think just one of them is on 2.
On 2, yeah, and the Marin's not on 2.
I don't know if it's the one going first or second.
Oh, Marin is the one on 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I really like the armor if Marin's the one going second. If the guy with the big Tavern 2 at least for second.
Hear me out. What if you just kill them? You know, like think about it. Why bother getting armor when you can just kill them? That's the strategy we're going for here. No need to do all this fancy smancy. Get the triple, get the armor, try to mitigate damage. Just kill them. Just leave me alone. I'll just play the Nadina, please. Oh, okay, we're still going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently we're hacking the system here.
Yeah, okay.
It was like 12 seconds after the
Yeah. I was getting worried.
Alright, so yeah, the first board is quite tiny, but this is not the board that we're afraid of.
My mom's afraid of this board. But yeah, definitely just milking, right? He's just a grave narrator milk machine here, just doing 4 damage at a time, getting rid of divine shields. Nothing too impressive. But we'll see if the other board, all of the faith has been for this particular board state. Is it enough?
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's not that impressive.
The Nightbane deals with it quite nicely.
Mm-hmm. So it does fall off a little bit, but
let's see if XQN and Zorgo die here. They do, so they have been eliminated from the tournament.
That is a shame, and that's another 4th place Patchwork, by the way.
Yeah, I think every game that Patchwork's been played in has been 4th place.
What is going on? Patchwork is one of the best heroes in the game, in duos.
Yeah, it's like 0 for 5 or something that we've seen.
Yeah. That's particularly weird. Definitely have to look at these Patchwork like I guess in maybe, I mean, it might be a patch thing where a lot of more heroes have armors that make sense, so you don't get to abuse the high health of Patchwork. But yeah, definitely weird to see all these Patchworks just get 4th, or when normally they're like very easy to scale into a 1st place.
Getting wild over here? Yeah. So lobby 1 was already decided.
It's getting wild over here. I'm sorry.
This lobby, Miss Bowers and Benrin are already guaranteed to be in. But depending upon how first, second, third shakes out in this lobby, it will either be Sevel and Spidey or Mia's team.
Yeah, so we can kind of see what Miss Bowers and the Millhouse are doing. They're continuing to troll. I'm gonna be honest, like
they're trolling, but they're also winning fights.
they're also winning fights and killing people, but they're not trying that hard. I guess Benren's kind of trying. Okay, I'll take it back. Benren's kind of trying.
Wasn't that small though? I'm looking at the ghost here that just took fourth. That was not a small ghost. That is multiple 200-200s.
Yeah, we can take a look. I mean, it'd be sad to die to the ghost as your death machine.
I don't think they will, because I'm assuming the teammate was very small, but the XQN had a very large board for taking fourth.
Yeah, the teammate is huge though, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, he was going poison scan, but he didn't quite get there.
So in order to participate, yeah. And we do have Mia and Tums just getting the survival, winning the fight, getting there, so it's getting close. We've got Miss Bowers and Benren starting to take some damage, but we do have Sevel and Spidey, Mia and Tons. Those are the two fighting it out for survival. We'll see if either of them can make it out alive. Wow, hits the battle cries.
It's the best one.
Yeah, one of the best battle cries to pick up here. I like it. They're milking money. They are milking money. Let's go. There's only 3 dragons or 2 dragons on this board though, so it's kind of like kind of like, what are you doing? Yeah, but I guess you're playing Millhouse, so you know what are you gonna do about it? Find a second Kelly and maybe we're talking. But right now we're not really talking. Another construct's kind of cute. So is the adaptive. Divine Shield Venom. You could put that in the front. The Jakari's kind of interesting too. If you don't care about your health, you could just get double note proc. Yeah, this dragon board has gotten exceptionally big. Yeah. Unless we've checked. All it takes is Brand double Golden Kelly or Brand Golden Kelly, and this you get huge.
Yeah, I mean Brand Golden Kelly is pretty good.
But is it this good? Yeah, it is. Yeah, and this is where the demon, the two-faced Doomguard kind of falls off, where people are starting to outscale you and just have really big minions. I will say the poets are reasonable. Like the poets are actually doing something, but everything else is not doing something. Now, that Leroy coming to ruin dreams right there. It's actually kind of close, because if they were a little bit stronger and they could keep some of the poet alive, the poet is like not a bad minion there. What do you do with Miss Bowers' board, right? She doesn't really have a lot of... Yeah, I guess you just full commit to poison it. You found the second Belcher. That makes it a lot easier to do that. Oh, he's skipping the Belcher. Skipping the Belcher. Wow. Not interested. She said.
Not in the mood to play voices.
Yeah,
Man.
she's just like me. I'm in such an agreement.
I would
Why?
rather die with a mediocre board than win with poison.
Yeah, I mean, you can win with a board too. Like that's not true. You can win with the board. Okay, you're getting rid of the reroll costs with this. So now we can roll like a normal person. We keep cycling the dragon instead of holding it for triples. I'm just saying we could have had a golden version. We can still have
By
a
the
golden
way,
version. Mm-hmm.
this is the only relevant fight left in this game. Sevel and Spidey have 4 points. Tun and Maya have 3 points. So whoever dies in this fight with their heads up with 6 and 1 HP respectively, whoever dies in this fight gets 2 extra points on the other person, and it's over. So like this is the only fight that matters right here.
Sure, I'll switch it to your screen then. long way of saying switch it, Collins.
Yeah, whoever wins this fight, assuming that the person dies from 6 or 1, is in the finals.
Did your thing just freeze? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Little upper hand action, double upper hand action, triple upper hand action. What?
Wow, and those are the just 2 miserable hits on the upper hands.
Right. So he has your things cast twice. If you play that spell, it'll cast twice. So just not helping him at all. Like yeah.
Yeah, just absolutely atrocious hits.
Yeah, they did not want to know when. Okay, the elementals are big though. They are big.
Yeah, but I think the hits that they had earlier in the fight
are just
so
really
bad that they're
important.
not gonna be able to get there.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like it will be Sevel and Spidey making it to the finals. All right, so our finals are locked.
Our finals also today, no, they're tomorrow. No.
Yes, they're gonna be. We're gonna have like a 5-ish minute break and then hop into the finals. So your finals are going to be RDU and Super JJ, Jeef and Fast Eddie, Miss Bowers and Benren, and Sevel and Spidey.
Makes sense. They're all strong players. Yeah.
Very reasonable finals.
Yeah. I would have said that no matter what. Let me.
Yeah. No,
yeah, I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, yeah, I'd say that regardless. Unless we were in the tournament, and then I'd be like, huh. Nice group we had. Top 2 of the finalists. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have that sometimes. There's nothing you can really do about it. So. So this is the finisher here as they just clean it up.
Yeah. The outcome of this fight is irrelevant.
It is bragging rights matter, sir. Okay. How did they get up here? How did Benren get up here with this board though? Well, I can see it with this board, but how did
2 golden poets, golden.
How did the Maleficent or what's his name? Millhouse. How did the Millhouse get up here with that board? Is my question. Reborn Leroy. Wait a minute. That is cheating. Wait a minute. That's cheating. Wait
You're not allowed to do that.
Wait a minute. Wow. Actually. Oh man, the universe is just like slapping me in the face. They actually win. All right,
So Miss
that's how
Bowers and
it's done.
Benren, first.
They definitely deserve to be there with that
Yep.
performance.
All 3 games in round 2, they smacked everybody around.
Yeah, I need your camera again.
Yep.
Wow, that's impressive. That
Definitely.
is, yeah, that's actually impressive there. Yeah, so
Then we will hop in, start the finals. It'll be 4 games, and that will determine the seeding for the payouts. Now, everybody who has made it to the finals is guaranteed money. So from here, it's just
it's up for us, but
bragging rights
and you
more money.
guys to be, but yes. But we can take a look at the standings here. It should be updated now. Hopefully. Why does it do that to me? Alright, yeah, we have RDU, Super JJ, Jeef, Fast Eddie, Miss Bowers, Benren, and Sevel Spidey. In particular, Miss Bowers, Benren, first is kind of scary. They're on fire. RDU also doing quite a good job as well. They did 1, 2, 3 actually. It's just kind of funny.
I think by the time you have 1-2, you kind of just screw around in the third game, right? Because you already
Wow, not Miss Bowers and Benren.
Oh no, they screwed around too. But
they did, but they still just won anyways. Yeah.
They 100% screwed around in that game.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah. So, all right, guys, we will be back. We're gonna take about a 5-minute break or so, and then we will be back with the finals.
Sounds good.